get that up in there. Now let's do that, and now I gotta find another green screen. Shit. Let me see. I like this one. What up, Miss Tia? What's going on, girl? How was your day? I just replayed Truth live. I said, dang, she went live early. It's gotta be turned up or something. This is hard. Hold on. What up, Lady Marie? What's up? What's going on with you? You know, I don't be paying attention to a lot of shit. It take me a minute. But you know, what's funny to me is when people get like, all right, we know that people be talking about each other. We know that, right? But what be killing me is motherfuckers talk about leaving other people alone. Well, bitch, leave yourself alone. Sound like you need to be alone by yourself. How you gonna tell somebody to leave somebody alone when you bothering a motherfucker? So they ain't allowed to fuck with them either. Since when was that the law? When they put that into place? Now let's go realistically. You outside, you at the job. And the bitch come up to you and tell you, leave me alone. And you leave the bitch alone, right? But when you on the internet, you don't leave nobody alone. Don't nobody leave nobody alone. And it takes a stupid motherfucker to even tell people to leave people alone. Shut the fuck up. I'll talk about whoever I want. I don't give a damn. Anyway, let me tell y'all this. And this is going to trip y'all out. All right. Fuck Ron Isley. Fuck the Dookie crew. Fuck UP helmet, big red Dookie. Fuck all of them. With a sick dick. That's the last time I'm going to say it. Now, let me tell y'all what happened. So day before yesterday, let me say, when was this? I don't know, let me be real. Saturday, there was a street festival. They call it the Harambe Festival here in Pittsburgh, and it's in Homewood, which is now like a black neighborhood, right? And they've been having it for years. And you know, sometimes they'll have like different bands and stuff to come in. I remember one time they had Ashford and Simpson, y'all. That was a long time ago. One time they had it was a band. I can't think of the name of the band, but they were real good. But anyway, they have entertainers and stuff. What's up, Edward? They have entertainers and stuff at this festival. Now, at this festival, you can get everything you can think of. Black owned, black made, black businesses, everything up and down a whole damn street. They block off like three intersections and like 2 of the main drags for about 2 blocks. So you got to go detour. So I know I got a detour, but I want to look at the festival. I want to see who's down there, right? So you know how people be driving slow and they be, rubbernecking. See, can you get some moonshine? I don't think so. But you know, you stupid. You know how you be rubbernecking and people slow down and be looking at stuff. Now that's what I was doing, right? So this guy, he started blowing a horn on me, right? Y'all, I'm stupid. I ain't paying no attention to the man's horn or nothing. I'm steady looking and driving slow. Now I know we getting ready to go to a red light, right? So I'm like, damn, I want to catch that red light so I can see who that is on stage. Who is that singing? Why did the motherfucking man get out of his car at the red light and come over and bang on my window like a fucking lunatic? This ain't no time for sightseeing. You need to learn how to drive. But I'm looking at him like, why did you have to come up to my window? So I'm looking at him. The right light turned green. I just left him standing there, right? I go down to the next block and I pull over. This motherfucker pulled over too. I said, oh. So I pulled over and I got out of the car, acting like I was getting something out of the trunk. So when he seen me get out the car, y'all, when I say I got out the car like I was She-Ra, gorilla, right? I got out the car. And he was like, no disrespect. I said, no, it's cool. Ain't no motherfucking problem. And I'm going in the back in the trunk like I'm going to go get something, right? I said, no, it's cool. Ain't no motherfucking problem. You just banged on my window and shit. You just did all that kind of disrespectful shit. And I'm trying to get in the trunk. Dude ran to his car, y'all, and pulled off. Check it. Ran to his car, pulled off, blew the light, and the motherfucker hit him in the back. I said, ooh. Now, y'all, I don't think what the man did was that bad, and I think he thought I was going in the trunk to get something, even though I was not. Okay? But the fact that the motherfucker was Billy Badass until I got out that fucking car, and his ass moved through the light, went through the red light, so busy talking shit, getting away from me. Motherfucker went through the light, dude clipped him in the back end of his car. I said, ah. Car fucked up in the back. I said, okay, road rager. I pulled over, but I can't believe the motherfucker pulled over behind me. I'm like, this motherfucker, did he just pull over behind me? I was like, you dumb motherfucker. So that happened on Saturday, y'all. That whole thing. So yesterday, I'm coming outside. I'm driving. I'm coming outside. You know how when you go into Walmart, you go into the auto part, so you don't go into the regular store part, right? I goes into Walmart because I need 2 tires on the front of my car. Who the fuck I run into but that motherfucker, that same man. And I'm looking like, I know that ain't that man. And then I looked at the back of his car, sure enough, it was him because it was still wrecked in the back. So I walks in there, I see that's his car, and I tell you, my mind was like, oh, fuck that shit. I ain't nobody going to intimidate me. I don't give a fuck if you want to start that shit again. Somebody going to jail here in Walmart. So I walk in there and the motherfucker sit there in the waiting room, waiting on his car, waiting for them to call him. What's up, Capri? What's up, baby? So the motherfucker waiting there, you know what I'm saying, waiting for his car. I try to slide on past real fast so he didn't see me. You know, because I was like, damn, look at the motherfucker go. I come right in the door, I said, look at the motherfucker go. So I'm like telling dude I want to make an appointment to get my tires fixed, and I'm like blah 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 blah, right? So I'm trying to get out the door fast, and he said, "Excuse me, miss, don't I know you?" And I turned around. I said, you don't know me." I said, "But you ran from me." Like that. He said, "But I'm not running now." I said, "Okay, don't run." So I'm walking towards my car. He walking behind me. He said, "I really want to talk to you. I really need to talk to you because you was a witness, to what happened." I said, "No, I don't know nothing about nothing." I said, "Dude, I don't know if this is a chance encounter or whether God is trying to tell me something or trying to tell you something. But the fact we run into each other like days later and you coming up to me wanting me to be a witness for the accident in which you ran the motherfucking light, and you think I'm going to give you my name and my phone number when you irate? I'll pay you. I said, "I don't give a fuck about no goddamn money." I said, "I don't want a nigga like you knowing my name, my number is bad enough. You know my fucking car." I said, he said, "It's just, you right, it was fate. It was fate. I'm a firm believer that God sent a message. You never know. It was a chance encounter." I said, "Nigga, I would never. Nigga, I would never, under no circumstances. Jesus would have to come and say, 'Michelle, get that man your name and your number.' Fuck, you might be a stalker. I don't know who the hell you is. It might have been fate. If I'm a firm believer in God and God's perfect time, and this motherfucker started talking about God, I said, 'Oh, Lord.' I said, 'Jesus, why me? Why me, Lord?' I mean, I be sometimes thinking that God is you got jokes. Because I'm trying to get away from this fool already. And I said, 'You ran from me.' He said, I ain't running now." I'm like, oh, now that don't make no damn sense. How a motherfucker try to get road rage, you bang on your door, pull over, they pull over behind you. He get up, he run because he think I'm getting something. Motherfucker's car get clipped. 3 days later, that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I see the motherfucker at Walmart. He talking about, "Let me get your name and your number. I'll pay you for the accident because it wasn't my fault." I said, "Yes, it was. You ran the light." Don't they? He started talking about, I'm a firm believer in God and by faith. I was like, I know this dude ain't talking about God. I said, "No, I'm going to tell you what happened. The devil got in you and God didn't have nothing to do with it. It's fate that we seeing each other again." I said, "No, it ain't." I don't know what I told that man. I told that man so much shit. I said, "It ain't no," what I say? "No, I ain't got nothing to God. Ain't nothing to that God. That's you. You are crazy. You have lost your whole mind. And you gonna walk up to somebody's window and do that shit, and they gonna blow your fucking brains out. If you don't get away from me." Yeah. That's God saying you need to move away fast. I ain't see nothing. That's fate. I mean, y'all, just the fact that this dude, like, who are you? Who are you? I do not know you. I hate this lighter. But what I do? I done did something to the screen. What I do? Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. Well, these people is crazy out here. Hold up. Did y'all see what Trump said he was doing with Washington, D.C.? Remember I was talking about right around the corner is the host role, Washington, D.C., and all them homeless people. It's right down there, right around the White House. So I got a friend of mine that live in D.C., right? I was asking her, what's going on down there? She said they trying to clean it up. So Trump's offering people housing, right? Just so they can get away from like a 3-block parameter or some shit from the White House. Now let's check this out, y'all. I lived in D.C. I worked at the Marriott on Pennsylvania Avenue in housekeeping, right downtown. Y'all, them senators, all them boys, them good old boys up there in the Capitol, sitting up in there, they go down around the way too. They be copping as well. So why now is it a problem? Why now? They've been host strolling 2 blocks, a block away from the White House forever. Okay, when was I living in D.C.? 1985 to 1980, I think, 88, 3 years. 2 years, 3 years, something like that. Y'all, that host stroll been around there forever. Now they want to clean it up and everything. What to clean it up for now? They should have been done that. I think that's too little too late. I know, Tia. What's wrong with them? You know they got them tours for the White House, right? They got every picture. You know how they have them in them gold frames. From the very first president all the way up. All they pictures is there. Yep, he had them taken down. Well, what the fuck is wrong with him? That's what I mean by interrupting shit. I ain't saying that it ain't nice for him to give them people in Tent City, like 2 blocks away from the Capitol, or right there maybe close by, you can see them. Ain't no way you can miss them. If a dignitary or a visitor or anybody was coming in town to Washington, D.C., there's no way you cannot see the hoes and the homeless. What about his fatigue? Girl, every damn day is something different. One of my friends, Charmaine, that's my girl. She used to work for the government, right? Now they done phased out her job. It's about 4 of them. They phased their jobs out. And she just graduated from a 6-week course for CNA, right? And now she got to be the traveling CNA. Now imagine working for the government when they tell you ain't never getting fired. And to come find out your job being phased out. She worked there for 15 years. They gave her a decent little, severance package and things, but still. Shit. What was that? She was a G3 or something, whatever they move up in, however it go. I'm like, that's fucked up. That girl been working there since she been 20 years old, 21. Now she coming into her 30s and got to get a whole nother motherfucking job, a whole nother, 38, 40. I mean, that's fucked up. Shit, he worried about what it looked like blocks away from the White House. Well, motherfucker, it ain't our fault that you look out your back window and you see a trainee turning the trick. Motherfucker. Right? Capri more than severance pay. It's not our fault that you look out your bathroom window and you see somebody on their knees getting that work. What you mad for? Why you mad? Yeah. What, you was in there 4 years ago, and I remember he wasn't staying there. The first time he got elected, he didn't live in the White House. This time he living in it. Now he want to clean up the hood. Boy, you better get you some mumbo sauce and some chicken wings from Chinese people and have a nice day. Michelle Obama said they had to pay for the food and everything in there. She said it wasn't free. They was saying like it was rent free. That motherfucker, you know what? Maybe a hoe will show up on his back door. He mad because he don't want to see the homeless and the prostitution. It's been there, man. How you gonna get rid of that? They just gonna find another place to go. Well, that's what he wanted them to do. He said he don't care where they go, just as long as they back up from away. This fool said it on the internet, y'all. He don't care where they go, as long as they get out from around the White House. I'll give y'all some housing, the ones in the tents. I'm going to give y'all some housing, but I want to tell them so bad, boy, you better go up there to your good old boys and tell them to quit going down there buying it. They be pulling up in them dark cars, y'all. Come on. There's a couple of little shake joints right around in there. And them motherfuckers be they coming. They probably they best damn customers. All them old crony ass men up there still talking like we been back in 1950 and 40 and 30. What? We have evolved a little bit down. But yeah, that dude, that dude with that car, like it's motherfucking wacko. The fuck? That's why I keep saying, why me, Lord? I guess he say, why not you? The rejects and this shit, the retards, they got to come my way every goddamn time. Here come another dumb as a duck ass. Tommy, it's by fate. It's by fate that we met. You never even know it was the destiny. Oh, nigga, no. No, since you can't get the... No, you gonna try to finesse? Who you try? Like... Oh, man. What are you doing? Here go mine. I don't want your number, dude. You ran. I'm not getting involved in none of that shit. You don't even know me. I'm trying to get to know you because, you know, sister, that was fate. That was fate. We walked to each other right here. Oh. You know, niggas use anything. Y'all ever notice that? I'm telling you, if you hooked up and got somebody and y'all loving one another, stay with them. I'm telling you, there ain't nothing but some whacked out, whacked out, willy-nilly ass fools out here. Look, the grass is not greener on the other side, right? There's some real fools out here disguising themselves. I mean, These niggas is really users. Take them. Coming home at night. That's it. If you single and you out here really, and some of my friends are single, y'all, and they really, really want a man. You hear me? They'll make a man. Y'all know what make a man mean? I'ma make me a man. I'ma take this, what I'm working with, and I'ma make it a man. They gotta make a man. I don't wanna make a man do a goddamn thing. I need the man to already be doing the damn thing. See, I don't wanna make a man, he gotta come all the way already ready. You know what I'm saying? In a way, I mean, you know, if anything, you know, no, I can't make a man. I'm sorry, I ain't making a motherfucker do shit. I ain't even gonna front. I ain't making a motherfucker. If you don't know already, then it's too goddamn bad. You ain't gonna learn from me. School is out. I don't need it. I don't want to be the teacher. I want somebody else to teach me. There ain't no training program. I ain't doing that. This ain't the motherfucking OJT Jepta motherfucking shit. I ain't the community college. You come over this motherfucker, get your degree and move on and shit and take all the fuck I done taught your ass to another motherfucker. Man, I just can't do it. I can hear my dad now saying, right now, I can hear him saying, you ain't gonna never let nobody. I said, no, I'm not. He said, well, why you can't just look then and be alone? I said, for what? I see it. The red flag is on the play. Flag on the play, flag, flag, flag. I ain't doing that shit. I'm sorry, I don't want to make a man. They gotta make a man. I don't want to make a goddamn man. I gotta build him up, dress him up, tidy him up, go get your teeth clean, and go get your hair cut, and then make you look good and get your groom right and get your shit right and get hell no. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. I think I gave up on that years ago. If it ain't up to par from what I want, then I'm quickly to say, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Too quick to move in, too quick to settle down. You know what I mean? It's like, could you please? You know, I know they say what they say. You're supposed to ask God for the man you want. You're supposed to be specific in what you ask for. What passed away last year, you said I'm over it. Look, I'm saying that the man I need and the man I have to have is either dead, in jail, or not born yet. And I'm too old to wait for him to be born. And I don't want no goddamn jailbird, so no. So all of these bets are off. There's no horses lining up for the race. This is not a trifecta, and ain't nobody fucking winning the goddamn ring of roses around their goddamn neck. I'm not doing it. Now, that's all. And I can't. Because every time I turn around, there's some bum ass nigga, or I got to say to myself, well, what about me is attracting these motherfucking reject motherfuckers? What is this? They either old and fossil, or they look like they done been drunk over, or they look like Mississippi pimps, or they be a motherfucker that smell like Old Spice and shit. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm lost in the sauce. And then when I go out, like I might go out to a bar, not now, but before. You gotta watch your back too much. I'm not comfortable when I don't drink. So what the fuck? I'm not doing that. But shit, some of my friends, they desperate. They say a piece of man is better than no man. And if I gotta see a man, I'd rather have a summer man. Or I gotta make a man. I gotta make a man. I have a summer man, a piece of man, and they know it. Uh-uh. There's some kind of pointers that you gotta have. Like, bet there was this fine ass guy, I swear to God. Nice as hell. We was vibing like a mug. And then he told me he was married in the process of getting a divorce. I looked at him and said, brother, I wish you all the luck in the world. It was so nice meeting and talking to you. That I wish you all the luck in the world. Handle that and be free. I'll talk to you later. I got up out of the way of that dude so fast. And I seen him, like, because we were at this conference, so I seen him looking, like looking at me like, come here, and I'm like, nah, dude, I ain't touching you with a 10-foot pole. First of all, you too fucking fine. And nope, I ain't doing it. Started having sex, my aunts were single. Raising their kids, used to wonder why they ain't have no man now today, you understand? Yeah. Look, I watched my sisters have children and have to raise them on their own. And my sisters were older than me. I was the baby. So I kept saying to myself, first of all, I didn't want no baby unless I was married. That's how I thought back then. I thought, I wanted the white picket fence of the dog named Fifi. I wanted the house, the car, the whole what they call quote unquote American dream or whatever the hell. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about. But anyway, yeah. I wanted that. So, most of the guys, like first guy I ever was with, he like literally, I think low key spoiled me because he showed me like as a boyfriend what, a boyfriend how it's supposed to treat a girlfriend. And we were in like the 7th grade, 6th grade and 7th grade. But we still remained cool after that. But I don't know, these guys, I don't know, man. They ain't got that flair, man, that used to be back in the day. But the ones, y'all, this is real deep, though. This is deep. The ones that do is young. I'm talking about 29, 30, 35, young. This one guy talking about, I like older women. I said, oh, do you? You really do? You like older women? Really? I said, wow. And he said, yeah, you know what? My last girlfriend, she was 53 and he's 37. I said, that's pretty good, though. That's good. Like that. That's good. Yeah, you should. He said, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with older men. Older women being with younger men. Y'all can, here come that word, y'all. All the time. Shit, you could teach me a lot. Me? You? Teach? No. I said, oh no. I said, they burnt the school down. He said, did they burn the school down? I said, she burned down. Ain't no temple. Ain't no doors. Ain't nothing up in there. No, no more. That lesson thing is over with. You gotta know what you're doing. And you be surprised with young dudes. Yeah, I know. I know. But nah, you ain't gonna have my ass old as hell turned out and got this young ass man. That shit ain't gonna look right. I'm sorry, that's not gonna look right. They had that motherfucker old, young ass man. I would be like, no. Now I'll take somebody older. He can be 68, between 65 and 68. That's my speed. I don't want nothing younger than that. Cause I ain't gonna feel like being bothered. Like I couldn't be Stella and get young dude. What was his name? Winston. How old was she? 42 and he was what, 21? No. He got along with the son? No. He was fine and everything, but I don't think I could go that low. Like 20 years younger than me, dealing with a dude 20 years younger? Nah, hell no. Older, yeah, but not past no 70, nah. Because all the 70 and 75-year-old men I see, they don't look like they take care of themselves too much. And then right now, seriously, dating is dangerous shit. These people is doing a lot of shit. And you don't know where they been. And who they been. And what they been with. And you can't trust them because they'll lie quicker than a cat can lick its ass. And it's been going on since the beginning of time and it ain't gonna change, it just get worse. I want girlfriend talking about, I want to leave this nigga. That nigga take care of you, girl. Sit your ass down. Somebody come up there and swoop that man. Shut up. Sit your ass down. Ain't nothing wrong with him. You need to get your mind right. You want to find out what's really going on out in the streets? Girl, the grass ain't greener on the other side. And there's somebody right there waiting with diamonds on their punani, dripping honey and chocolate, baby, and come swoop that motherfucker right up and give him a motherfucking round the world in 80 days of experience, and your ass would be left out sitting there talking about why I lost my man. You lost him because you didn't appreciate what you had. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be perfect, but all they gotta do is love you and come home at night. They can do whatever they want, as long as that bitch ain't calling on your phone and ain't no bitch showing up at your door. To me, I can respect the nigga that keep a side piece under wrap. I can respect that because at least he respect me enough to not let me find out. So I'd be happy for that. I'd be like, at least, I know. You know what I mean? And he gonna wrap it up. And I ain't gotta worry about it. I'd rather have a relationship like that. Not open, but just honest about it. Just don't bring the bitch around to the house. Don't ever call on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me know shit. Make sure that bitch know who the fuck I am. Do that. So don't roll up on me. You know? I respect that. At least he telling you, shit. You may not like it, but see my ass, if a dude tell me and I say that and I agree with that and I say that, and I said, nah, and the same go for me. That changed their tune quick. I said, so I'm telling you, Long as you don't know dude call on the how, come the phone, none of that shit. You don't know. I keep it under wraps. Everything. Usually a dude be like mad as hell when we say that shit. But I've said that, like I don't care. Same goes for me. It's just a respect factor. I ain't gotta know. And believe it or not, though, for real, and I don't think it's just in some states. I think it's everywhere. There's too many women and not enough men. And that's in a lot of places. I don't care where they say you go to state and there's more men than women. All that. No, I think the females population is bigger than the male. I think we got them by like at least 50%. It's 50% more of us than it is of them. So they had like 100, we added 150. Ain't enough to go around. Hold on to his ass. You better sit your ass down. Be glad that man come home, child. Because I know many people that will come past and try to get your man. Now, wait a minute now, y'all. Hold on. Did I just see, who the fuck was that I seen? Oh, Adrian eating corn. Adrian eating corn, y'all. And I could tell. Like, Truth had already pointed it out that she ain't got no other teeth, but girl, she was tearing that corn up. She was tearing it up. And it was something about, what she say? Flexing on her haters. And she had her eyelashes on, and I don't know. She had her edges greased down, child. I was like, wow. That's trying entirely too hard. And she ain't got to try that hard, y'all. All she got to do is be herself. She'll be just fine. But I'm going to get off here, y'all. My ass got to go to bed, y'all. I just wanted to jump on live and say, hey, hi, hello. Oh, let's play something out here. You would think since I retired I have more time, but now I don't. I really don't. I'm booking myself up even more. So I got to get myself in gear. But I hope y'all like them glasses. I'm getting ready to make Stacy's glasses going out first, I think, and then Capri, then Miss Tia. I think did y'all pick y'all things yet? See, I ain't doing it right. I think I know what everybody wants though. I know what Stacy wants. She wants the Betty Boo with the wine glass. My other stickers came in too. I'm thinking they small enough for me to put them on shot glasses. I might do that. I might put them on shot glasses. Leah thinks I should use it as merch. And I said, yeah, that's true. I should. But as soon as August is over, I think I should be straight. And settling in and settling down and all of that good stuff. I still got so much stuff in my apartment to decorate. I got so much stuff that I gotta DIY in order to put it somewhere and make it up as I go along, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all be nice and kind and stay blessed, y'all. Remember, each one reach one, so each one can teach one. We got one love, y'all, and that's God's love, and we lucky to have that one. Thanks for dropping by, y'all. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.